Let me tell you what I wrote, why I wrote this book. I wrote this book because, first of all, I miss Jerusalem. I miss walking the streets of the old city. I miss the churches. I miss the ruins. I miss the gates, especially Newgate, which is my home. And this is where the Crusaders first came in 1090, like 96, when they left Europe. The first where they entered was the Newgate, which is the Christian quarter. And I miss a lot of like history and archaeology, and mostly I miss friends. And I wrote this book for my friends, which are the keepers, the indigenous believers in the land of the Bible. So, Jerusalem is not just a setting to you. I try to make it like a living experience. And why did I use fiction now this time? Historical fiction, because truths are taught through lectures, right? But sometimes I can't express myself in academic lecture and get into the more details of the minors of the feelings of the people. So I used a lot of emotions in that book to tell the truth about how the locals can feel. And some truths are carried through stories. But I wanted to write this story that could carry the atmosphere of Jerusalem. And when the pilgrimage comes with expectations, how Jerusalem changes their life. And it's a mystery of memory. So Jerusalem is not only the history and the archaeology, it's what does to your own life and how it can change your life from inside. And the core burden of the novel is not only about this knight and his valley, his horse and his dog Shadow. And it's not only about that adventure, it's about witness, it's about guardianship, it's about history that is forgotten, and whether truth belongs only to the powerfuls or the crusades, or also the truth belongs to the ordinary local people who lives and carried the testimony and seen so many invasions, and not only crusaders. The locals have seen so many kingdoms and powerful empires invading them. So this is the heart of the novel. So let me introduce to you the story, all right? The story is set, as I said, in Crusader Jerusalem. It starts with Gawain. I know it depends how you like to pronounce it, Gawain or Gawain. I like the French name Gawain. He is a weary knight from a small village in France, and he'd done his pilgrimage. The name of the village is Artois. And by the way, these are real villages I took. And he went all the way through Europe. It's a long journey after Pope II, Urban II, had announced that everyone who comes to Jerusalem or arrives to the Holy Land, his sins will be forgotten. So I wrote about his personal challenges during this journey. And I make it like exactly how the Crusaders took the path. They went through Europe and then they arrived to Constantinople, and they saw Hagia Sophia. Remember, it was a church from that time. It's a huge church that is turned to a mosque today, but in the Crusader time. Anyway, and then he went to Antioch on his way in Syria, and they went all the way from Antioch down to the Holy Land. So I took the historical journey, but put his struggles in that journey. He was accompanied by his horse, of course, a strong horse. And horses are important for victory in the Crusader time, in ancient times. And his black hound, his name is Shadow. So along the way, along the journey, he finds hidden places in Jerusalem. I was in these hidden places, underpath tunnels. I was in these underpath tunnels, but I extended my fictional thoughts inside these tunnels. And he found fragments of scripture in Aramaic. And the mystery bellowed Jerusalem stones, and that mystery was deciphered by a monk. He made a friendship with a monk. And this monk decided to teach him this Semitic language, Aramaic, and his life changed because he found a prophecy speaking about a knight coming to Jerusalem. I'm just giving you the big picture. So this story moves through pilgrimage, danger, Memories and Legacy of the Keepers. And I will not give you more details. It's enough. Let me first read for you from the book. Let me share the screen and read for you something from the book.